Before we start, let me tell you what you'll get from this video. By the end of it, you'll finally understand why you procrastinate, how to stop it, and how to take control of your life again, starting today. Now let me ask you something. Have you ever sat down knowing exactly what you should be doing, but somehow you still didn't do it? You tell yourself, just 5 more minutes, and suddenly the whole day is gone. And the crazy part? You're not lazy, you're stuck. If that sounds like you, keep listening. This video is going to help you break that cycle for good. Because every day you delay your goals, you're slowly drifting away from the person you said you would become. And trust me, I'm not speaking from a distance. I've lived in that same loop, avoiding things, panicking at the last minute, and feeling like I was wasting my own potential. I know exactly how heavy that feels. So let me show you something. There was a young boy who loved drawing. He dreamed of becoming one of the greatest artists in the world. Every day, people told him he was talented. His teachers, his friends, even strangers who saw his sketches. But there was one problem. He kept postponing his dreams. He would say, "I'll draw tomorrow. I'm too tired. I'm not in the mood. I'll start next week." And the days kept passing and passing and passing. One day, his younger brother found his drawing book covered in dust. He held it up and said, "Bro, when last did you draw?" The boy looked at the book and something inside him broke. Not because someone insulted him, but because he realized the truth. He didn't lose his dream. He abandoned it. And that hit him harder than any failure could. So now let me ask you a question. The kind that can either wake you up or expose you. Are you becoming the person you said you would be, or are you slowly abandoning that version of yourself? If you need time to think, pause this video. Really ask yourself. Procrastination. It's not just putting things off. It's that little voice inside your head that whispers, "I'll do it later," while later drifts further and further away. It's lying on your bed, scrolling on your phone, telling yourself, "I'll start in 5 minutes," and suddenly 2 hours have vanished. It's staring at your notes, your projects, your goals, and doing absolutely nothing, letting time slip away while your brain finds comfort in avoidance. That's what procrastination really is, a silent thief of your time, energy, and potential. And then there's the panic monster. You know it. It shows up when the deadline is breathing down your neck. 1 minute you're relaxed, the next you're panicking because that 50-page assignment you were supposed to finish in a month is due tomorrow. Your heart races, your hands shake, and suddenly you're cramming 15 pages in one night, trying to save yourself from failure. The panic monster forces action, yes, but it doesn't fix what procrastination stole. It leaves your work rushed, messy, and your mind exhausted. You feel guilty. You feel stressed. You realize this monster is only coming because you let procrastination run your life. Why do we procrastinate? Why do we let ourselves fall into this trap over and over again? I've asked myself this 100 times. And honestly, it's because our brain loves comfort more than progress. It's a survival trick gone wrong. Every time a task feels heavy, a big assignment, a challenging project, even just cleaning your room, our brain screams, "Avoid this! It's too much work." And suddenly, scrolling, gaming, or even staring at the wall seems way more appealing. Procrastination feels safe until it isn't. Until the panic monster comes, and suddenly you're forced to rush, sweat, and stress. I remember one time I had a project due, a simple project I could have completed in 3 days. But I waited, and waited, and waited. By the last night, I was typing and researching non-stop, my eyes burning, my hands shaking, my brain exhausted, while my friends had finished theirs calmly. I realized the cost of procrastination isn't just stress. It's lost opportunities, lost sleep, and even lost confidence in yourself. Every time we procrastinate, we're teaching our brain, avoid effort, avoid responsibility, avoid growth. And over time, that becomes a habit, a cycle that makes us fear challenges, shy away from success, and settle for comfort instead of becoming the best version of ourselves. I know how it feels. Lying on your bed, staring at your notebook or your computer, thinking, "I'll start in 5 minutes." But those 5 minutes turn into an hour, and suddenly the day is gone. I've been there countless times. I felt lazy, scared, sometimes like I just wasn't capable. But over time, I discovered ways to fight that panic monster before it even shows up. The first thing I learned is this. Start small. Not big, not perfect, just small. One sentence, one line, one tiny action. One day, I told myself, I'll just write one sentence. That one sentence became a paragraph. That paragraph became a page. Momentum took over. Starting small tricks your brain into action, and once you begin, it's hard to stop. Next, I realized the power of breaking tasks into smaller chunks. I used to panic thinking about writing 50 pages in a week. Impossible, right? But when I divided it into 5 pages per day, suddenly it felt manageable. Every small victory made me feel in control and reduced the panic. Removing distractions was another game changer. My phone was my worst enemy. Every 5 minutes I'd check it and 2 hours would vanish. So I started putting it in another room, turning off notifications and creating a quiet space. Just me and my task. The difference was night and day. My brain focused, and I started making real progress. And here's something I never thought I'd do. Reward yourself for completing chunks. Even tiny rewards work. A 5-minute video, a small snack, a short break. My brain began to associate work with positive feelings instead of just stress. Soon, completing tasks became something I looked forward to. Finally, the panic monster lesson. Remember the panic monster we talked about earlier? The one that attacks when deadlines are near? I learned to invite it early by starting small, breaking tasks down, and removing distractions. That way, when the real deadline comes, I'm calm, prepared, and already ahead. These strategies didn't make me perfect, but they made me in control. I don't wait for motivation anymore. I take action. And you can do the same. One small step at a time, one task at a time, until suddenly you're unstoppable. Now that you know the tricks, starting small, breaking tasks down, removing distractions, and rewarding yourself, it's time to act. Not tomorrow, not after this video, right now. Pick one thing you've been putting off, just one, and commit to doing 2 minutes of it. That's it. 2 minutes. It sounds tiny, but trust me, momentum starts here. I've done this myself countless times. What begins as a simple 2-minute action often turns into hours of focused work, without panic, without stress. After those 2 minutes, ask yourself, can I do just a little more? Usually the answer is yes, and that yes is the start of your breakthrough. You are teaching your brain that action feels better than avoidance, that progress feels better than scrolling endlessly, and that you are stronger than the panic monster. So here's your challenge. Stop waiting for motivation. Stop telling yourself you'll start later and take that first small step right now. 2 minutes, one tiny action, and then the next. Because if you start today, even in a small way, you're already winning tomorrow. If this video has helped you even a little, hit that subscribe button. Don't miss out on the next time we break down how to take control of your life, one small step at a time. Remember, procrastination doesn't define you. Every choice you make, even the tiniest action, shapes your future. You are capable of more than you realize. I've seen it in myself, and I know you can see it in yourself too, if you just start. Here's something to think about over the next week. If you kept avoiding what truly matters for the rest of your life, what would you regret the most? Take that seriously. Write it down. Reflect on it. Let it push you to act, not tomorrow, but starting now. Because the future you dream about doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who decide to begin.